So you put her in Iron Man 2. What has it been like watching her evolution throughout this Marvel Cinematic Universe?
It's really cool. They online there was Marvel put up something about the last 10 years, and I saw little clips from then, and we look like little babies. I can't, you don't think that you've changed or anything, and then you look at yourself and you're like, oh, if I knew that then what I know now, But it was a really fun ride, I have to say. And I've got to know Scarlett through it, and we've worked together on a number of projects, Jungle Book and Chef since then, and it's just my family and the Marvel family are so intertwined, it's hard to separate them. So it's great that my home movies are up there on the big screen for everybody to see. Yeah.
And for you, I mean, you talk about family. You've had this evolving family. Where is Nat in her journey of trust at this point? Does she trust anyone?
In her journey of trust?
Yeah, does she trust anyone anymore?
Yes, she does. I think most importantly, she finally trusts herself. She's finally been able to kind of grow into her womanhood and be able to make active choices. And, I think that's most important. I think that's how she survived this long, is trusting her own instincts about things.
When you signed up to do Black Widow, did you envision this being part of the arc?
I thought the carpet was going to be a different color, I'm not going to lie.
Everything else she had.
Everything else I totally foresaw, yeah.
But she was all business from the beginning. She locked into that role and she created it. Of course, it existed in the comic books, but she brought her own spin to it. And watching that character develop over Avengers and over all these films, I'm very proud and excited, and I'm so happy we made the right choice when we hired her, because she's become one of the big faces of the franchise.
Were there things that
I'm extremely happy about it too. It's really worked out.
Were there
You've done okay. You've done all right.
No, I mean, it's crazy because I didn't know what the audience would think about my portrayal of the character. She's so beloved, and I was so fortunate to have Jon there and Robert to help guide me through the process, and they were so encouraging, and Kevin Feige was so encouraging that they made something that could have been very, that could have been terrifying for me and paralyzing, like really possible. So
I remember in Iron Man 2 when we were in rehearsals, I walked into a stage and she was up in the rafters on wires, and I said, oh, she'll work out pretty good. She was not messing around. From the very beginning.
Were there things about the character that you had in mind that once you began to play the role, you decided to change the character to fit her?
Yeah, I mean, it's evolved, and I think that as each writer and each director came in, what's nice about Marvel is a partnership forms, and although you have Kevin and all the team at Marvel overseeing everything, each director or set of directors comes in and brings in their own spin and their own flavor, and it becomes a collaboration with the stars. And so when they come to the series, they already have her established character. Like in Avengers, she was already established in Iron Man 2, but then the character became so much more. So it's become like an evolution of shared vision, but each time there's a new partnership, the characters change.
So last question then, you have worked with so many directors in so many different scenarios now. What for you as the actress has been most important to keep consistent about Widow?
I'm sorry?
What's been the most important thing for you to keep consistent about her?
I think the character is really, her strength, it lies in her vulnerability, and I think, that's been something that I've been able to kind of chip away at and really, share with the audience, and I continue to, have to be kind of inspired by that journey of a character really becoming more themselves.